How does it start with Mr. Dan Marotti?
Well, I was home one day and Dan gave me a phone call. And before I say this, I want all the fans to do one thing for me.
This is before before
I
Dan was
want them,
gone.
now, like I say, I don't know all about this technology stuff. I want the fans to get me on the Steve Walker show. You know what Steve does, right?
Shoot. Yes?
Steve put me on that lie detector machine. Now, the guy that Steve got to do his lie detector, he's the best in the world.
Okay.
He worked for the FBI. He did all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Lie detector machine.
Right.
You know? Because I could say one thing today, somebody else, 'cause I don't have power on the internet. I'm silenced. I can't talk to people on the internet, my Facebook. The only time I could talk or defend myself is when nice people like you come along. So I want to be on the Steve Walker show. So contact Marty and the Pharaoh to get Tony Atlas on the Steve Walker show for everything that I'm going to tell y'all now. I want to do it on a live detector machine. That way we know who's lying and who's not lying. This is how it started. Dan called me one day, told him about the program he's trying to put together. He said, what would it cost to get you down here? And I said, Dan, I'm going to try to give you the best deal I possible. I said, I work for Steve Picard with Top Rope Wrestling.
Okay.
I said, I charge you the same as I charge him. He said, what did he pay you? I said, give me $450. He go, where can you do it for $200? I said, no, I can't do it for $200. He said, yeah, but he said, but this is the beginning of things. Things we get big and we're gonna do good and give me a whole bunch of stuff. My wife is sitting there going the whole time.
Saying, no, don't do it.
Don't do that. Okay. So, finally I said, Dad, can you at least give me $300? Well, I know I could do the $200. And my wife going,
Yes, you gotta make a deal, a good deal. But anyway, this is way before Dan was gone. And I seen some of this. I know like the I think the full show or interview was like an hour. This one was like 30 minutes. But yeah, I was wondering how him and Dave, him and Dan had fell out. So I remember I watched Boston wrestling. He was over there about 4 or 5 years. So I was like, what the hell happened there? All of a sudden, Tony's gone. So I seen, pieces of it. And I was like, I want to see, what the hell happened here? Talking about, so I remember one episode, he was talking bad about Tone and saying this and this and that. I was like, what the hell happened? I thought they was good.
me being Tony, not too smart, I took the deal. But I said, look, I could do it when I got something, when I'm coming through your area. And I got people like MAJ, could tell you the same thing.
Okay.
Johnny, I'm going to mess up his name. I call him Callahan, but then the other day he told me it's not Callahan, it's Callahurst.
Okay.
Now, Johnny helped me out a lot. Him and his wife Mary are wonderful people. So y'all want any million billions or autograph picture or anything? In fact, I'm going to drop by on the 27th of this month just to say hi to him. He just told me I set up something so you can make some money. I said, Johnny, you don't have to do that. He said, no, I want to do it for you. I said, Johnny, you don't have to do that. You ask Johnny, I tell you the same thing. Johnny Callahan, I love him. I got drunk one day and hollered at his wife. She got mad at me.
That's a surprise.
Johnny, if Mary listen, Mary, I'm sorry that I pulled an ox baker on you, and it won't happen again. If I holler at you again, Mary slap me. That's what my wife do, Monica. We just backhand me when I get to it. Ran bunch of her. But I was drunk in the skirt and all that and hurt his feelings. I felt bad about that. So I want to take this time first to say I'm sorry to Mary.
I was like, damn, Tony.
To apologize to Mary and to shake Johnny's hand and thank him for everything I've did for him. He's a great person.
Got drunk, hollered at the man's wife.
MAJ collector toy.
That was fun.
But anyway, back to the story. You know how I do. I get all off into everything.
Come back.
But anyway,
Come back.
Johnny. Anyway, if I had a show, like I live in Maine.
Yeah.
So if I'm driving to New York, that's a 360-mile trip.
Wow.
So I said, well, I got expenses. I got the rental car, I got gas, I got toll, people that travel, I got food. So if somebody
Stuff
offers me
costs.
$500 in my head right off the bat, I estimate how much it's going to cost me to get there.
Sure.
So if it's going to cost me $200 to get there,
Whoops, mean to do that. Yeah, he said stuff costs.
somebody give me 500, then I know I'm going to make it 300. To me, on that, that's not 500 to me. That's 300 because it cost me 200 to get there. So I said I had to figure out a way of making my expense money.
Mm-hmm.
So I called Dan. I said, yeah, Dan, we could do it when I'm coming through your area.
Right.
But I don't know what happened. He wanted me to come down there, but I didn't have nothing.
Mm-mm.
Well, me being me, I did it. A couple of
Tony.
times.
Which to defend, because
Sure.
karate, okay, that
Now,
was your
here-
decision, you accepted
I
that.
accepted that.
That's right.
I made that decision. I accepted. But then it got to the point. The prices started going up, and I remember one trip, and I told Dan this. I told him many a times. Every time he paid me, I talked to him about it. He just smiled and walked away like I was a piece of shit. And I told him, I said, Dan, you know, it's cost me a lot more to do your show without something to go with it. So then one time I had to go to Pennsylvania. No, Atlantic City, New Jersey, from
Jersey.
Mike Hamilton. He runs
My
the
yard,
showboat
backyard.
in New Jersey, Atlantic City, in New Jersey.
Okay.
It's for me, it's a 6.5 to 7 hour drive.
That's where Bundy is
So I
from
said,
too.
when I go down, I do Boston wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Then I stay in Boston, because that would take 2 hours. Cause it's a 2 hour drive from me to Melrose. It take me 2 hours of driving. So I said the next day I just got 5 hours to do. So I said, Dad, I come down and I'll do your show. Can you get me a hotel room? Oh, sure, Tony, we get your hotel room. So I drive down. He get the hotel room for me. I went to get my $200. He gave me $55. And I said, what is this for? He said, it's the rest of your pay. He said, I had to deduct the room for your, I took the pay, out of the room. So I said, oh, forget about it. I'm on my way to Atlantic City. The guy in Atlantic City gonna pay me $1,200. Plus I sell all the gimmicks I want. So I'm looking at, about a $1,500.
But you had
giveaway.
just lost almost 3/4 of your intended pay.
Right. So I'm left with $50. But I got
And how many hours do you shoot? How many
I
hours do you
usually
shoot
Dan
with
we
Boston
started
Wrestling?
shooting at 3 o'clock during the day, and we be finished at 9 o'clock. So it's about 6 hours of taping.
So you had to drive for hours to do 6 hours of taping and pay for your own room and get $50 basically,
Yes.
$55.
And that's honest God truth.
That's
Wow.
kind of a waste of
I'm
time
jealous.
now.
Wow.
If I can get on Steve Worko, I'm going to tell the same thing.
I don't want to keep pausing on the guy. I know a lot of y'all like the wrestling reactions, but 6 hours for $50. How about that? Yeah, that's not 200, not 250, 50. Like I said, I don't know him and Dan personally, but that's kind of crazy. See if you was he was driving for at least 250 with the $50. Then he's got to turn it, because I think he said he lives in lives in Maine. Then he has to turn around and go back, right? So that's a long ass day.
Mother told me one thing. She said when you tell a lie, you have to tell another lie to cover that one up.
Sure.
Another lie to tell that
Sure.
one. And by the time you get through at the end, you don't know what lie you told.
Yeah.
But when you tell the truth, it comes out the same every time.
Of course.
Every time. Anyway, I got more
Go ahead.
story.
Go ahead.
Another time, I went down for Dan, and I was trying to help Dan. This was for him, because I was running late. Because see, what I used to do, I work at a gym in the morning as a personal trainer. I go to the gym at 6 in the morning to train people. I train people from 6 in the morning until 12 o'clock on the days I had to work for Boston Wrestling. I get off work at 12 o'clock. go get the rent-a-car.
Okay.
And without stopping. And I'm up at 4 in the morning now.
Well,
So
of
I've been up
course.
since 4. Because
Sure.
I got to have breakfast and everything.
Sure.
I'm at the gym from 6 until 12. Then I will go
So really, he
straight
gets up
to
at
the
4 in the
rent-a-car
morning
place,
to leave
get
at
a
6.
rent-a-car and drive to Melrose.
That's a long day already.
So I'm starving. I ain't ate nothing since say 4 o'clock in the morning.
And you've had a full day before noon.
Exactly.
Quite honestly.
I done put it on them hours. So
Right.
I called Dan one day.
It's a long ass
And I
day,
said,
dude.
Dan, to save you some time, so that we could get started earlier, because you say you got a lot of things to do, so we could start early. I said, can you get one of them kids that work with you to go get me some chicken wings? He said, sure. So I get there, they have my chicken wings. You remember how you sat there eating the chicken wings? The reason I ate them chicken wings, if people don't know, I ain't ate all day. And there was no time between, from 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm running. I work a regular job. You know, I'm not rich. I'm a very poor man. So when I get there, Dan
The
goes
struggling
crazy.
man is no joke.
He give me $180. I said, Dan, you cut me $20. He said, well, I had to pay for them chicken wings. I didn't say nothing. I'm driving home.
I get what he's
My
saying
wife
now. Could not to cut him off again, but yeah, he couldn't pay for the man's lunch. A $20 order of wings. I could see if the man said if he was ordering $500 worth of food, you know, with $20. That's that's not bad. I could see if he was ordering something super expensive. He said you can't help the man with getting $20 for lunch. Come on.
tell me, don't go there no more. He's taking advantage. My wife kept telling me that. She kept telling me.
As a good wife
By the
would
way,
say.
my wife is in the hospital now with a stroke.
By the way, I want to ask you.
Yeah, I remember you talked about that.
I talked to her about right before you came to pick me up. She's all happy. She's worried about me being in a car accident or something happened to me. She always worried about me. She loved me to death, and I love her the same way. She's the greatest woman in the world. So I get home that day. Then the virus hit. You know, there's other stories to go with that, but I'm just trying to make everything brief.
I want to make something clear. We're going to get through the whole story. But your wife's ill.
Yes.
Everybody knows this.
Yes.
Now let me ask you, when you work with someone for a while, do you think you build a friendship with that person?
You would think so.
Okay, but at this point, you're working with Maradi. Did you consider him a friend?
Yes.
So,
Wait,
your wife had-
wait. Wait a second. He knows your wife is sick, and this is how he treats you? I
Yeah.
just want to make sure I'm getting this clear before I completely fucking explode. But are you serious?
Well, I'm the type of guy.
I mean, what is that though? If he's your friend, then why would he possibly do something like that?
It was a way I was raised. I was going to work for a guy. See, I was raised in the country. See, y'all city slickers. I'm an old country boy from the hills of Virginia.
We're city slickers.
I would go haul hay for a guy all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, he gave me 4 dozen of eggs.
Right.
It was called horse trading
Right.
in the olden days.
Right.
So I'm used to doing a lot of work and getting a
Right.
little bit back.
I think you're right,
I'm-
Tone.
Yeah,
I'm not hauling hay, so I think
It's
I
the
am
way-
city slicker. Thanks a lot. Go on.
Well, it's the way I was raised.
Of course.
I got this way as long as I call that bill and tell me you have to take the big ones with the little ones.
Sure.
And I just overlook things. I just let it go. I don't let it interfere with my happiness. I like.
Yeah, but you don't
I
want
like
to get
to
ripped.
be
You don't want to
happy.
get ripped off.
You
man.
don't trust people.
When you stop
That's
and
what
think
it comes down to.
When you stop and think about it, I started in the 70s.
Right.
How many wrestlers are still active today
Not
that
many.
started in the 70s?
Right, not many.
So I feel fortunate. I feel proud to be an American. I just feel proud when I get something. Sometimes what I get makes me happy. Sometimes what I get, it never makes me sad. I never sad. I just get what's called disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
So when the virus hit,
Yeah, that messed up a lot of stuff when that hit, boy.
the studio closed in Boston. The studio closed. So Dan couldn't tape. So he asked me, he said, can we come to your house and tape? So he's going to drive from Melrose up to
He's
Maine.
like, hey, keep Boston wrestling, keep the wrestlers working, right? Keep them working.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Gotta keep them all working.
Keep working. So he drove up to Maine to meet me at my house. I said to myself, I said, boy, that's great. I said, for the first time, when did I first start with them? For the first time, I don't know when I started with Boston Ryan, but I said for the first time in my life, Dad gonna pay me what he promised. Because I got no expenses.
Okay.
This was gonna be the first time. The first time.
There's no gas, there's no hotel, there's
Nothing.
no food.
I'm gonna get $200.
$200. He muted.
Dad, he gotta give me $200. I don't have to pay for no rental car. I don't have to pay for no food. I got no expense. I can sit home and make my $200.
This is a slam dunk.
I was happy as a hog in slop.
Right.
Then he paid me. Then he paid me $100. I said, whoa. I thought it was $200. I thought it was $200 for the taping.
Did he charge you for his gas to get there?
He took $100 out, and I asked him, Dan, no, I'm telling the truth. He know damn, I don't care what he tells the Boston Wrestling fan.
Right.
He know damn well I'm telling the freaking truth.
And at this point,
I have no reason to lie. I'm an old man.
Tony, I want to reiterate.
I'm
During this
telling
time,
the damn truth.
I want to reiterate.
Defend myself.
At this time,
There you go.
Monica is still in the hospital.
My wife is in the hospital. She's in the hospital. Suffering with a
But
stroke.
you know what? I'm going to defend Dan here. I'm going to defend Dan.
Why?
I'm sorry, Tony. I'm going to have to.
Why? All
The
right,
guy's
guys, go.
using his website, and he's selling your artwork.
Yeah, but he promised me $200.
Okay, but
He promised, hey, a man is only as good as his word, what my
His
mother
word.
taught me.
Imagine
Yeah, if
that.
you can't promise, don't do it.
Good.
Let me
Go,
finish.
Tony.
So he gives me $100 instead of the $200.
I can't believe this guy. Okay.
But being Tony, I said, well,
He
at
said,
least
this
I made
guy.
$100.
He said,
And this time he paid for my meal
Tony.
and the Corona beer that I was drinking. So I said, well, at least I got a free meal out of him
and a beer.
and a
And a
beer.
Corona beer.
And a
For
beer.
6 hours.
That's
Yeah, it cost
wow.
me $100. It
Chicken
cost
wings and a beer, 6 hours.
6 hours.
Okay.
That's great.
So finally, the studio opened back up. The studio opened back up.
Okay.
So I drove down. I couldn't get my deal with the rental car no more. Rental car went up. So the rental car was $120 for the rental car.
Right.
When I add up my expenses, now he's supposed to pay me $200.
Sure.
My expense was $275.
Oh, great. Nothing like losing money.
So now I'm paying out of my pocket. I'm spending money with my wife in the hospital,
Great.
no work,
Great.
broke, living on Social Security. I'm a senior citizen, so I
Sure.
live off of Social Security. So then, now I'm spending I'm paying to
You're
work, to be on his program. I'm paying.
You're paid.
So I said, Dan, I can't keep doing it. He said, well, I can give you some more money. I said, well, how you going to do that? So he started soliciting me to do artwork for him.
So you
Dan-
can make it up to you. I'm going to get you artwork. So
Right, give me all.
I
But
gotcha.
what you don't understand,
That's
I
making it
I
up.
still got to do the work.
Of course.
I mean, it ain't like I got a machine to run off artwork.
Right.
It
Sure.
takes me a week to do one of them artwork.
Of course.
It's a week.
That's your
So I work
timetable.
all week.
Mm-hmm.
Dad charged them $175. I get $100.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This is my first time hearing that. You charge $175.
Right.
And Dan,
Give me $100.
percentage-wise,
He takes
almost
It's getting close to half.
It's well, if you take Dan takes 75, you charge.
He's
it's
getting
about
100. He's
40%,
getting. He's
right?
taking.
right.
Yeah, he's taking close to half.
Dan's
Reasonably
taking
close.
40%. For what?
For getting me to work.
Oh, so he's getting you to work.
Right.
So it's 40%.
Right. And so when I come down, instead of giving me, if I do two artwork, instead of giving me 200, he give me 400. If I do one artwork, he give me 300. He give me the 100. He said, see, I told you I make you more money. I said, that's okay. Then one Christmas, he come around with this paper. He want me to sign these letters. I said, what these letters for? He said, always, it help you in wrestling to make some money. He started soliciting money, had people send in money to help me to pay my rent.
to pay your rent.
Yeah, that's to pay my mortgage.
Oh, okay.
I never saw a penny of it.
What? What?
Yeah, he would use me to solicit money from people that and he pocketed the money.
Do you have any idea how much he accumulated?
No,
That's-
one guy told
You know
me.
what? Wait. You know what that is?
The fraud. there was a buddy of mine that told me at a convention. He said, "Hey Tony, I see you having problems and Dan trying to help you to get around." He said, "You got $400 or some dollars, in the that."
Hey, I donated to you, brother. I'm here to help you. Your wife's in the hospital, bro.
Yeah.
I donated to Boston
So I said,
Wrestling
"Well,
$400.
I've never seen none of that money. Where
You didn't see anything.
Not a freaking penny. So finally,
Wow.
That shades of the
That
shades of the that's why people don't trust the GoFundMe thing. When I had the situation a few years ago, family business, and people wasn't help worth a shit because people don't trust that stuff. Even if something serious is going on, they don't trust it. Which that it's fucked up, and a lot of times unless they know the person good or your legs is falling off, nobody wants to donate nothing. I see people don't want to trust that. 'Cause that sounds like something almost like a GoFundMe type thing. So yeah, I know a lot of people don't trust it because they think people be playing and bullshitting, even if it is a real serious situation.
With Corona hit, everything got canceled. So a buddy of mine named Larry Huntley, he said, "Tony, you should get on Facebook."
Okay.
He said, "You can sit home. If you need to make, for what this guy pay you, you can make more money sitting home."
That's right.
So one day I kept brushing him off. Finally, I said, "Okay, let's do it." So I went out, bought me a little laptop, went to Verizon, got my Facebook account and everything. And me and old Larry Huntley, he runs wrestling. In fact, I'm wrestling for Larry Huntley at the Skowhegan Fair.
Okay.
And Larry started helping me. And he drive 50 miles. He lived 50 miles from me. But because me and Larry been friends back since the 90s, he drives up. And I tried to give him money for gas. He wouldn't take it. So what I do, I would buy him food and do what I can to help Larry and everything. And so we did a virtual sale. I did one virtual sale. Hell, I made $700.
Hello.
That's good right there. That's
I
good.
gave Larry $100.
Maybe there's something to this Facebook.
I gave Larry $100, and the two people he brought with me, I gave everybody $100.
Okay.
I made $400. I didn't even have to leave my room. Took me 1 hour to do it. I said, shit.
Yeah, huh?
Going to Boston Wrestling, I make freaking $100 if I'm lucky, and it's a 10-hour day. See, it's 2 hours driving, 6 hours of taping, and a 2-hour drive back.
Damn.
So
See, that's a long ass.
For me, the day went.
That's a long ass day.
1 to 11.
Right.
I leave my house at 1 o'clock. I get home at 11 o'clock.
Right.
Sometime 11:30, depending on the traffic.
Gotcha.
It was a full, it's 11 hour day for me.
Damn. That's a long
So I
ass
said,
day.
I did it on January the 15th. I'm sitting there, I'm eating my chicken wing. Dan is doing a virtual now. Now he's doing virtual selling with my artwork and stuff. So I'm sitting there eating. I said, Dan, I'm getting me a computer. Yeah, Dan, you can watch this tape. If he got that tape, you can see it on tape. He got this tape. He's doing a virtual. I said, Dan, I'm getting my computer. I don't want to sell on your virtual. I'm going to be doing my own virtual. Ignore me. So then he called for the thing. I said, I'm not working for you no more. And that's what happened. So now I hear from people. Dan been texting me and emailing me. I mean, not email, but been texting me. I gave Marty one of them. I've been deleting them.
So Tony, I want to alert the fans out there. So when this went on, you and I, we spoke on the phone. Hey, what's up? You told me the story. I said, good for you. Do you end your relationship with him? Just do you. Take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And that's what you did.
Yep.
That's right.
So J12 says out there, what's the end game for us?
For us?
So, hold on.
Okay. The end game?
So
This is not a game.
when
Go
you
on.
said, hey, yeah, cool, I'm just doing me, and you disappeared, you didn't bother with the guy, and he kept texting you.
I left
and then
him alone.
and then I didn't really know much about Boston Wrestling, and
Right.
then all of a sudden I'd hear this guy talking trash about you, and I didn't like it. So we asked you to come on. Remember, you called in, and you were nothing but professional. You didn't badmouth him, even though he claims we tried to bait him in.
I have no
You
hard
didn't say a
feelings with them. I
word.
just don't want to work for
Yada,
them.
yada, yada.
That's it.
So-
So nothing to do with them. That's it.
Again,
Right?
this continues on.
Simple.
And then recently, something happened with Marty Jannetty.
Right.
And then you alerted to me other videos with Kamala talking about
Right.
and this.
Sure.
And I said, you know what? I'm not going. So I'm going to go back. I'm not going to sit here. I consider Jannetty
Talked
a
about
friend.
Kamala.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to find that clip. Cause I heard about Marty. But come on now, dude, it's getting to be something else if that's all true. Like I said, then some people saying that Tony's lines. Like I don't know. Like I said, driving 6-7 hours for for $100. Not even what do you say, $50. How about that? I can see. She said even 200 would be somewhat decent, but driving all day for $50, I don't know about that.
I consider Mr. Atlas a
Of
friend.
course.
I'm not going to let this shit go on anymore. I will use this program to stop this nonsense. He could have just left you alone. And
That's
there's
what
nothing
I
would
asked
have
him.
gone
He
on.
won't do it.
But instead, he still talks about you.
7 months, brother. 7 months. Every other day I get a threat. You know what he's threatening to do with me now? Take a guess.
What's he threatening?
He want to report me to the IRS so they stop, so he could so they stop saying he want to take away my Social Security check.
Because he's mad that he
Know
can't
about that?
pay you and all
Come on, now,
The
that's too damn much
The
now.
income I got is my Social Security check.
That was too
and because
much.
I want work for Dan Morella, he wanna. I showed him because I knew they gonna call me. Dan gonna call me a liar. I knew that because he done that before.
He
When
called
I
you
told
a
him
thief
what he
on the
was
last
paying me.
on the last video I saw with Cena Senior just
Yeah,
2 days
well,
ago.
I
3 days
knew,
ago, whatever the fuck it was.
I knew from before when people asked me why did I stop, and I told them the truth. Dad went on and called me a liar. He made fun of me. He said stuff like, "Now who would work for $50?" That was put like pouring salt in the room because I done that.
You did
Right.
it.
I
Right.
did it.
Right.
Now I'm really
Because
feeling
it's so
like
outrageous,
now
people-
I'm really feeling like a fucking idiot. This guy fucked me up the ass and don't even give me a kiss, and then he gonna. I hope I didn't say nothing wrong.
Absolutely not.
And then I said, enough is enough.
Are you
I don't
frustrated?
want nothing to do with it.
Frustrated.
I don't want nothing to do with
Well,
it.
how does it make you feel
Now-
when you're on that show?
He's going out to my look. If I'm such a horrible person, if I'm so horrible, if I'm stealing from you, if I'm lying about you, why in the effing hell are you playing my tapes? When Vince McMahon get rid of somebody, he don't keep showing their matches. Why is I'm on Boston frickin' Wrestling? Why? Why you showing my tapes? Why you selling my tapes? If I'm such a horrible piece of crap, I wouldn't sell the tape of no horrible piece of crap. I wouldn't sell the tape of a liar. I wouldn't sell the tape of a thief.
Right.
Now I'm a thief. Now he's going after my freaking Social Security.
He ain't going
That's
after
all
shit.
I got left.
He ain't
Yeah,
going
what
after
you want
shit.
me to do?
He
You
ain't
want my
going after-
freaking Social Security check? You want my Social Security check now? What? What? What?
Pissed the man off.
Are you gonna take my Social Security from me? I want 60 fucking years for that Social Security check. Are you gonna take it? And all the black ass people that support you for my Social Security check? Why? You never took a fucking bump in your life. You never did nothing for this business except for sucking like a fucking leech. I tried to ignore you, man. I left you alone. Why you can't leave me alone? What you want me to do? Come down there and beat your corporate ass into Bolivia? You cannot whoop my ass, boy. I would beat the living dog shit out of you.
Tony, take a break.
He probably
We're gonna
would
take a
too.
commercial break. We're taking a commercial break. We'll be
Woo!
right back.
Tony snapped, boy. All right, that is something, boy. Tony snapped. Ooh, what? He said he's an old man. Old man will beat your ass. Tony done snapped. And like I seen a lot of back and forth clips and interviews saying, I don't think he's lying, getting that pissed off just to turn around and lie. Know about that? Because if dude was sitting in the room, I don't think he would have made it out the damn room. So I don't calling the man a damn lie. I don't know about that shit. Driving, what do you say, 6-7 hours for $50. Then got to turn around and drive another 2 hours. So that's what, 7, 8, 9. We say 10 hours, something like that. Like I said about something else. It's bullshit, the horse shit. That's what it is. You get drive all damn day for that. Fuck out of here.